Hey, come here for a second. In a video very similar to this one that I just did doing curls, I posted a scripture saying, kind of praising God. Now in that video, I got a handful of comments, many of which obviously some were very supportive, and then I had, a few comments that were in the opposition, right? And obviously everyone can believe what they want to believe, but I just wanted to take this time to talk about what my beliefs are. I try to stay that out of my channel a little bit, but I believe it's a big part of who I am, and actually has driven really where I am in my life. My faith has driven to where I am, and I'm not saying I've accomplished anything significant, but without my faith, I would not be able to I would not be where I am today. And I give praise to God for that. One specific scripture or story that comes to mind in the Old Testament is the story of Esther and Mordecai. For those of you guys that know that story very well, they obviously were being persecuted because they were Jews, right? And Haman was second in command of the Persian Empire at the time, appointed by King Xerxes, right? And he had basically a plot to kill the Jews, right? Now Esther and Mordecai stood up for their faith. Specifically, they fasted and they prayed, and Esther went in unto the king, which was against the law at the time, unannounced, right? Which was at that time punishable by death. And she went in, and basically, for those of you that follow scripture, for those who don't know scripture very well, you know that through Esther's actions, the Jews were saved in the Persian Empire, right? And they experienced a lot more freedom because of what she did. And it takes courage to stand up for your belief. And I wasn't going to address that video, or I might want to address call out any comments specifically, but I think it's funny in this world. The older you get, and the older I'm getting, the more you realize how much you know, and on the flip side, how much you don't know. So when I see someone saying, oh, it's irrational or illogical or childish to believe in God or believe in the quote unquote man in the sky, I sometimes, I obviously don't know where that person is coming from nor their experiences, nor do I care to judge them. Everyone can believe what they want to believe, but I think it's easier to believe in a divine creator of this world when you actually look at this logically and rationally as far as what this world is and what we are as people. The more educated I become, and I've obviously gone to college. I've been a corporate professional for over a decade. I read a lot, I'll be honest. I love philosophy. That's one of my kind of pastimes, is reading philosophy. And also all the sciences. I majored at, one of my majors is psychology. And the more you learn about any topic, you realize the more we just don't know, and the more room there is for faith, right? And so I just wanted to jump onto that. For those of you that are faith promoting people, there's nothing wrong with it. And the power that faith brings into your life and the peace it brings into your life. And I just wanted to jump on it. For those of you that don't believe, that's totally fine, right? And if you don't like me because of that, I'm sorry, but that's just who I am as a person. All of us need faith in something, right? Now I choose to exercise that in a God, and also more specifically in Jesus Christ. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. Stand up for what you believe in, whatever that may be. Do it respectfully, and just love people, right? We're all just in this world trying to figure things out, but I know, again, being strong in your beliefs is hard sometimes, whatever that may be. So stand up for what you believe in, be brave, and stay fit. Follow along for more content like this. Feel free to comment, do you agree, disagree, and we'll catch you on the next one.